This is Jerome with Mid-American Construction Management. Really proud of this apartment remodel project that we've got underway here. This place had been neglected by the previous owner for literally decades, and half the apartments here were already condemned when the new owner bought it and hired us to come in and try to start bringing this thing up to current conditions so the apartment could be filled up. The very first thing we did was tear the old roof off, which was leaking in literally a half dozen places. We put all new shingles on here, replaced the flat roof. We went through and replaced all 75 windows and 10 exterior doors in this entire building. And we are now in the process of re-insulating all of the walls so we can then start to put the new siding on. You can see here where they drilled out the cores in between every single stud cavity, blew this full of insulation and then sealed it up. This is going to get the new siding over it. Just that is quite the work in process. If you come on inside here, I'll show you what we're doing to these apartment buildings. There's 2 units here that we're in the process of refixing up. These units were just completely condemned and uninhabitable and full of trash when we came in here. We stripped all the old flooring out. We're in the process of refinishing the woodwork, redoing the drywall, hanging a bunch of new drywall, repairing the plumbing, which was leaking here for who knows how long, but we've got the plumbing repaired and going to be getting ready to put a new ceiling in here. A lot of work going on, but it's definitely coming together, starting to look like you can imagine how someone would be able to live in it at some point. Long way to go here yet, but this is finally starting to come together. And this unit here is kind of interesting. This roof had been leaking here for so long that the roof and the first floor and all the way down here had been leaking and had totally rotted, so we had to rebuild this entire floor in here, refinished it. You cannot even tell that it had been leaking. It's starting to come together. Gonna be a couple of more months here till this is ready to move into, but really starting to look like something someone could actually live in at some point. The kind of work that we love to do, helping out with increasing the amount of available housing here in Fort Wayne, and really improving the property values for our clients at the same time. That last apartment was under construction, but I thought you might be interested to see what these were looking like basically before any work began. We already put this new door in here, but this just had a sheet of plywood over it, closing this off. These stairs just completely unfinished and open here, which we're going to be redoing in this hallway. Exposed tack strip for who knows how long for people to walk over as they're coming and going. And I'll show you what one of these condemned apartments up here is like on the inside. We've actually already started working in here, but you can kind of really get an idea about what the conditions are like in here. These are what these buildings were like on the inside for the longest time. And here in about 2 months, this is going to be ready for someone to move into. I'll show you. This is not from work this is not from demolition that we did. This is just the condition these were like in here. The previous owner was trying to do it himself and definitely had more work on his hands than what he could take on. So we're bringing this up to code here for the new owners. The plumbers, as you can see, have already started getting the new plumbing run here. And this is where the kitchen sink's going to go. Going to be a nice little apartment when we're done here, but as you can see, there's a lot of work yet to do. What we're doing back here, this old siding is actually asbestos siding. So it would have cost the owner thousands and thousands of dollars to dispose of this. So what we come up with as a more economical way of resolving the problem is just encasing it. We're putting up this new fan fold over this, and then we're going to be putting new vinyl siding up over this and not even taking the old asbestos down. As long as we're not tearing it up, we can leave this in place and it's completely inert, completely harmless. So we're going to enclose this in the new insulated fan fold and then new vinyl siding all the way around here, and saving the owner thousands of dollars in what otherwise would be just really astronomical disposal fees with this asbestos siding that's here.